Skies, sunny today, high 104. Mainly clear skies tonight, low 74. Sunny skies for Friday with a high of 108. For the Inland Empire this morning, a clear sky, sunny today, high 104. Palm Springs cleared this morning, sunny this afternoon, high 120. I'm meteorologist Jim Minaldi for Smart Talk 1490 KMET.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. We got a lot of things going on. We got a lot of things. Hey, I'll say this. So I'm kind of like in the middle. I'm like, oh man, what are we gonna do about that? Hollywood is all over. I know. We talked about it, but they bring up some things that I kind of alluded to, and now I'm like, what's gonna happen next? Yeah. So yeah, but on the other hand, a lot of people are like, I don't care. Big deal. Who cares? And I go, well, it's going to happen at some point. And right now, and I saw this, and I saw, again, the same person. I'm like, go follow her. Constance, very smart. She was on a lot of shows, actually. She's on a lot of shows. I just remember having laughs with her as, the wife of George Lopez on the George Lopez show, which, just so you know, technically, Sandra Bullock made an appearance. Do you know why, Jess?
On the George Lopez show?
Yeah.
Because she was an executive producer.
Bingo. That's how he got the money, man. So people don't know that. They don't know that Sandra Bullock is a producer. So I can see her producing some things, especially, or sometimes she doesn't let like the information out there. But yeah, she produced, and then she at the time super big. I mean, she's still big, but what I mean is like she said she stopped. Is she going back to acting? What do you think, Jess?
I don't know. To be honest, I haven't seen her in anything recently. So, I mean, I would like for her to make more television shows like the George Lopez show or something else.
Yeah. Oh, that explains Bird Box. They made the second one. Did you see the first one?
I have not seen the first one.
Oh, you gotta see. Well, I don't know if it's your thing. I don't. It might not be. But it's kind of like a version, but you would say it's a soft version of Purge. So there's that. So you'd be like, yeah, it's not the same. But she's really good at it. But then my mother saw the other one with her, where she plays It's a Real Story. And it came out recently. I don't know if it's still on Netflix, but it was good as well. Anyway, she produces her, so, back to Constance. So she said something about AI, which I think is a question. And it's something that I said, but I thought it could happen at some point when I met somebody. And I say this at the Digital Entertainment World Expo, which actually was in like kind of near the beach, to be honest. The Do Expo, and it's a small. It's not like huge. It sounds big, like Expo, but it was really small. But there was a company there that was able to scan you. And I said this, Jess. I think I said it just the other day, didn't I? I said if somebody, like had you. Do they own you or own your you as a person? Do they? So Constance, if you go find her on social media, I don't have my phone with me right now. Yeah, I gotta find it. Anyway, she said, let me see, let me look her up. But she said in essence, and I was like, oh, there it is, that certain studios want to scan you as a extra. Now, do you know what an extra is, Jess?
Yeah, just background actors, just not the main focus.
Yes, yeah, the one that walks behind and or just yeah. So they said in essence, they want to. Here's her Instagram, so you got to follow her, okay? And then you can see it for yourself. I was like, see, told you. But she kind of like, I was like, whoa, for $200, Jess, would you sign something where they scan you? You made an appearance. And by the way, background actors do not make a lot. Yeah, there it is. Go follow her at Go Constance. I get that. Go Constance. Go follow her. It says here, working actress for over 35 years. She works in everything. She does voiceover. She does it all. Okay. Anyway, she's becoming very, she's letting her. She has 312,000 followers. Okay. She actually would be on the show, I think. I don't know if she wants to promote this, but I just like her as an actor. Okay, let me close this out before it freezes my whole. But the point is this, Jess. So they want to scan, according to her information. I don't know how. I haven't checked, but she's kind of laying some information out there. I go, oh my god, it's coming out. So they want to scan basically if you were in the show, and they could do this, and then put you in again and again and again. I don't know if it's the same show. I would say it's the same show. I don't think it's for every show. But imagine you're in a database, Jess, and they need some people, and you see yourself there. Do you say, whoa, wait a minute, I got paid for that moment, but I didn't sign an agreement? Or do you say, okay, I get it, they need extras? What do you do, Jess?
Yeah, no. That's such a weird thing. Like they would own your digital image. That's kind of horrifying. Actually, now that I think about it, I think this was an episode of Black Mirror.
Yes! Yes, there is. There is actually. Funny that you say that. Yes, it is. So that's what they're doing. And then they own you. They own you. Now, granted, they own you, but here's the problem. Okay, and I get it, because sometimes I look at stuff and I go, okay, how can we do that? And I talk to certain people that come from certain industries, special effects. I've talked to a lot of people. Both on the show and sometimes behind, sometimes at a comic convention, not gonna lie, and the special effects team. So they, okay, ever since like there's a lot of movies where you have a lot of like war scenes, right? You have them go at it. They start way back right with that, but then they said, okay, let's make them look real, right? So then they go, okay, so here's the thing, I have never seen them say we want to scan like a video that we just did with you. Maybe you were in it and you got paid for the day. Now you got paid, right? And actors that are background actors, I mean, I don't even say actor because you don't really, I mean, you don't like, you act like you're acting, but you're not acting. So I say you're a background person is what I say, or just you're the background, guy or girl. It's as simple as that. Because if you say, oh, I was in that, and then they see you, they go, yeah, but you were just the guy that walked behind. So I go, yeah, that's true. Because I was in multiple things, but you just see me like really quick, and that's it. Some kind of go like, oh, wow. And I'm like, dude, like you just walked, like and honestly, when you find out how much they get paid, you go, dude, you hardly make that much money, because they really don't. They really don't. At the time that I was doing it, a day for, I can never remember. There's central casting, then there's Cenex casting. You call in, you show up, boom. But you have to provide the wardrobe, by the way. Now, sometimes they have the wardrobe. So they have a certain size, and you go to the wardrobe department. Now, sometimes, and this is the cool one. Sometimes you see actors again and again and again because they get kind of like they're always on the scene. Those are cool. Like if you look at certain ones like Star Trek or anything that are repeat, they have the same ones again and again. So they show up. So they're good for days, right? But if they have a speaky part, they get paid a little more. That's when you get a little, like what they call a voucher. And if you get at least 3 vouchers, then you could submit for SAG. Okay, so that's, I think, what it's talking about. I don't think it's talking about the ones that get paid the very, very little, because I cannot see that happening. But I don't know the agreements, and I don't know what they're doing with that. But according to the information coming out from the strike, you go, wait a minute. Now this is where it gets big, okay? AI has been able to make, and we showed a video. The guys actually kind of analyzed it in the way that they do. But in a way, it showed, and it looked like a beer commercial. Do you remember that, Jess? It was all over the place. Do you remember that?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, well, the guy said, that person, they look like they're having fun. I said, yeah, but what if they're real people? What happens? Do the people that see it go, dude, that's me. I did that, moment with you. Then do they say, look, pay me, or I take you to court? That's where it gets a little like, uh-oh. So I think, in a way, we're at a point where I say just walk away from it. Don't scan them. Now, look, give you an example. Perfect example. I was watching a video. It looks pretty good. It's making the rounds. Kimmel and I guess for the promotion of Guardians, it's been out for a while, but they did a little thing. It was cool with Chris Pratt. Okay, now Chris Pratt, they already have him scanned in. Every actor that's big, they have scanned. But if they do a movie without Chris, especially when he dies, will they give the credit to whoever he, kind of wills his estate to? Which I don't think he thinks about that because he's pretty young. But to give you an example, like Elvis. Elvis, his estate and all of the stuff that, like the family gets it, right? I think, right? Does the label get it? The answer, yeah, of course they get it. But do they pay the rest to the family? Now people go, well, why be concerned about that? Because you may be a family member that happened, and that's when they come out of the woodwork. I'm your family, You're like, okay, but were you nice, or were you kind, or were you, because they come out of the woodwork, and then you go, oh, okay. Anyway, the point is this: a lot of us don't have to worry about this, but if you sign up as an extra, and those of you that have done it or may be thinking about doing it, it's actually really fun. Not gonna lie. Some do it when they're retired, and they end up again and again and again, and then sometimes they get asked to do certain things, and then boom, you're in Star Wars, Lucasfilm, Disney, right? But you see one where you're there again and you were not there. Do you sue? According to the information that Constance puts there, she goes, they want to pay $200 to sign off on your likeness or on who you are. Okay, give you an example. Barbie. Okay, it's the big thing right now. I don't know. I may want to see it now because I see some things that go, wait a minute, that's the one who does in Barbie. I guarantee it. But the point is this: she's evil, Barbie. I guarantee it. Anyway, the point is this, Jess. The point is this. Did you see it, Jess?
It does not come out till tomorrow.
You have that face like you know something already. Okay, so the point is this: do you know something?
I do not know anything.
You have that face like you know.
No, I haven't watched it yet. I have not watched it. I may watch it. I don't know. It looks fun. I'm not gonna lie. I actually do want to watch it.
Isn't it weird? I'm like, I didn't, and now I just want to see if she's evil Barbie. I think she's evil Barbie. I think she's evil Barbie. I think she does in Barbie, and that's the answer. That's why she's all hee, but she's evil. She's evil. That you cannot get good out of. Come on. Anyway, the point is this, okay? If they scan her and then they use her, will she get credit? I talked about this, right? Because it's happening. So that's the question of the day. With the strike, they're covering a lot more, which I think is why it's going to take longer to kind of agree, because no one knows what to do. But it's very simple. If I were at the table, I would say do not do at all. Just don't. Use the actors. I know you can use AI for stuff, but do not, just leave it alone. Don't even the $200, because if you do, you open up a whole suit on every single time a actor. And I guarantee they're going to go back and they're going to say, wait, I was used there, and I was used there. Then I'm owed credit, right? And more than $200. You made how much? And that's what's going to happen. Everybody's going to say, how much do you guys really make? Because you expect, look, studios have to make money. If you're a producer on a film and you invest the money, you invest not to break even. You invest to make money so you can make more. That's the answer. That's always the answer. It's biz. It's simple biz. So you have to invest. And if you invest, you have to make your money back. That's when they say, oh, it was a blockbuster or it was a, flop. It's a flop financially if no one goes to see it. But you still sell it. You do pay-per-view. And that's where I think they make a lot of money. And they're not laying that out. Because I was at the Produced By conference. And they said, yeah, we make, but they don't put that information out there. I go, okay. So I wonder, because now they're saying, well, how much of the pay-per-view? So that's in the news. Somebody actually posted some of the stuff that they agree on, that they don't agree on. So I go, okay, well, that actually makes sense. So I'm just saying, I have more information now. And I'm like, oh. But what I'm saying about AI is if you get scanned and they use you, and then you find out what happens, I say, just don't do it. But they've already done it. Tupac, right? He was in a concert, but again, he's not alive. They could bring him back again and again and again. They've done Elvis multiple times, but if they profit, that's the problem. So who gets the money? And you go, well, what does it matter? If that were your father or mother and you could get the money, would you? Especially if you're like, barely. Somebody won the Powerball. Who was that? So there you go, $1 billion winner, right? So I think it matters. All right, we got to take a break. We got Bill Norby coming up next. It's Applebee's right after this. Stay tuned.
KMET 1490 AM with you everywhere you go by downloading our free smartphone apps found on the KMET website, KMET1490am.com. You can also go to the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store on your phone to download the free app. Now you can listen live or play any of your favorite programmers' podcasts using your smartphone. Go to KMET1490am.com and download your free phone app today.
Your Pharmacy and Mobility Solutions is now Beaumont Pharmacy with a new location at the Sundance Corporate Center. That's at the corner of Highland Springs and 8th in Suite 110. Of course, they still have Pack Your Meds. No more counting out the pills, dropping them on the floor. Oh, what a mess. And they have a full selection of pharmaceutical CBD. Wheelchairs, over-the-counter meds, you name it, they've got it. So if you're looking for the best and you want the best pharmacy, you go to Beaumont Pharmacy at their new location, 835 North Highland Springs, Beaumont Avenue in Beaumont, California, Suite 110. Give them a call, 951-845-8252.
Summer in the Inland Empire. You know what that means. Sunny days and hot temperatures that make you want to stay inside. Franklin Mechanical Systems can repair or replace your air conditioning unit to get it working cool before the heat hits. For cleaning, repair, or a new installation, call them for a free estimate. Franklin Mechanical Systems for all your residential and commercial air conditioning needs. Call their Beaumont office at 951-845-1000. That's 951-845-1000 and get cool today.
Are you paying rent because you think you cannot afford to live in your dream home? Are you renting because you don't believe that you have the down payment funds to purchase your own home? The Siegel lending team at ronismylender.com has up to $25,000 to help qualified people purchase their own home at amazing interest rates. Contact the Siegel lending team today at ronismylender.com. Again, ronismylender.com, license under NMLS 217037. ronismylender.com.
After the game, after school, after work, Applebee's is where you want to be to enjoy their bold, savory grilled steaks, salmon, or chicken. Applebee's is located where Beaumont meets Banning, just off 6th Street near Highland Springs Avenue. Applebee's started with the same philosophy they follow today. Focus on serving good food to good people in a neighborhood-style setting. Applebee's also offers car side to go when you order online. Applebee's in Beaumont, served in the Pass area. So fresh, so fast, make it Applebee's tonight.
Hello, listeners. This is Christopher from The Christopher Show. Hey, if you missed one of our shows here at KMET, don't worry about it. You can go to our webpage, and that's KMET1490am.com. Go to the homepage, click on the SoundCloud tab, and hear any show anytime you want.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. It's that time. Bill Norby with us. Bill, what's going on?
Good morning, Aaron. Just, all the KMET listeners, we got some great news for Angels fans. They've just swept the Yankees, and they are on a 4-game winning streak, and because of that, we're going to go ahead and double the KMET discount until they lose. So we're on a streak, and as long as they keep this streak alive, we will go ahead and give 20% off to KMET listeners until they lose. And they don't play today, so that discount is good all the day today and through most of tomorrow. So come on down and enjoy that 20% discount.
Okay, got it. Okay, okay, awesome. I'm looking forward to it. Very good. Okay, so Jess, can you go, because you're like right down the street. I think it's time for you to go.
I actually have plans to go there on Sunday. I was going to go there last week, but we had that major fire here, which shut down a lot of roads.
Yeah, that is right. We served some firefighters over during that time, and it affected a couple of my employees. They weren't able to get to work, but they seem to have it under control, and that's great news.
Right, I'm so glad that they were able to get that fire under control, because honestly, it was pretty big, and the whole freeway that I used to get to work was like shut down. So I was like, yes. Saturday. I was like, let the road be open so I can go to Applebee's. Nope.
Yes, we could see it from the restaurant, and we got some ash over here on some cars, and so yeah, it affected us, and it's really great news that they are getting that taken care of.
All right. Yeah, we got to check it up. I'm not going to lie. I'm more westward, so I don't have that, but I'm glad you guys are safe. And remember, air quality, that could be something. So, it's good to just kind of like, be inside, have fun. Oh, by the way, speaking of fun, okay, so when it comes to, let's just say you want to drink. And I said this, my mother, she said on one of the posts, and I said, Ma, you cannot say that. But she's like, well, I don't know. And I'm like, okay. They support us, therefore you got to be pro them. But I would say drink responsibly. She always forgets that. So I'm going to say this as a prelude to saying, what's there to drink? Because I need a drink.
Well, absolutely. We always have either a $5 or $6 mucho drink, and we're calling these two that we have right now summertime sips. They're $6 each. It's the Blue Bahama Mama, which is Captain Morgan Malibu Coconut, Blue Curacao, and then it's Tropical Mana Margarita, which is, of course, Dwayne The Rock Johnson's tequila with Terramana Blanco tequila with a blend of pineapple, lime, and orange juices, topped with a pineapple gummy while the supplies last. The pineapple gummies are going fast, and we'll still do the drinks even after the pineapple gummies are gone. But
and of course, you can request anything else. They got certain things that if you go in, sometimes there's like maybe something you want to drink. Jess doesn't drink, and that's good. So I'm gonna have him drive. I posted social media. I said I was joking, by the way. I wanted to see who was going to say something. I left it there. I just wanted to see people because I posted at midnight. People go, "Why you post at midnight?" Because we're up busy. Anyway, the point is this: you guys are open to what time?
Midnight every single day.
So I may take the team, not to the one that we were at, because I'm actually over here in LA. But again, the discount only is Beaumont and Banning. So that's always what I say. I always wonder if people say, KMT, but then the people are like, what are you talking about? So it's only Beaumont and Banning. That's where you get the discount. Okay, that's what you need to know. So don't expect it at any other, because I know people listen across the nation, and there you go. So, but Bill, before we let you go, I know you got things there. I know you got okay, let's say, let's see. Okay, let's talk sports. Sports, Angels are doing. I mean, are they going to go next level? Do you think at the rate that they're going?
At the rate they're going, for a second there, they looked like they were out of it. They were under 500. Because of this 4-game win streak, they're now over 500 again. And, about 4 or 5 weeks ago, they were in that playoff spot, and then they fell out of it. But now they're about 4 games back of the last couple wild card spots. And there's still 60 games to go. They absolutely have a chance. They just got to keep winning. That's all.
Okay, well, I'm excited about that. I'm excited. I know, Jess, you're more a fan. Are you a fan of Angels, Jess? I'm still putting him under the...
I don't watch many sports games. I have been to an Angels game. It was actually kind of fun.
Yeah, I went to 3 of those 4 wins that I've been to. I think for the first time in my life, I went to 4 straight games just this last week. So,
wow, Bill, is that you do not? Okay, well, there you go. That's the answer. Angels win, and then go to Applebee's, have fun, and then make sure to say KMT. Seriously. Okay, Bill, thank you very much for spending time with us, and we'll see you next week.
All right, see you down at Applebee's.
All right, lots more coming. We'll talk about that in just a bit. We'll be right back with more right after this. Stay tuned.
We're in the studio with Fred Penny, managing attorney with Penny & Associates Injury Lawyers. Fred, tell us what makes you the #1 choice for handling personal injury cases.
Most of our firm is made up of former insurance company trial lawyers with extensive experience handling all types of personal injury matters. We believe that gives us a distinct advantage.
That's Penny & Associates Injury Lawyers with locations throughout California. For a free consultation, go to pennyandassociates.com or call 1-800-616-4-LAW. That's 1-800-616-4-LAW.
Hi, everyone. This is Bernadette, the host of One Life Radio, your #1 source for alternative and holistic health since 2011. One Life Radio is designed to educate and inspire. Visit us at oneliferadio.com because you get one body, you get one mind, and you get one life. Get out there today and make the most of it. Tune in weekdays at 1 p.m. on 1490. KMET Smart Talk, ABC News Radio.
New teen driver in the family? Just bought your first home? Have a new bundle of joy? Every life change matters, and by reviewing your insurance policy with Little & Sons Insurance Services, you could be benefiting with big savings. Little & Sons Insurance Services, a family-owned insurance agency who values the old-fashioned way of doing business. They work for you, not an insurance company, meaning your best interests are at heart. They can custom tailor your policy based on specific needs at a price you can afford. Home, auto, auto, or business, you're covered. Call 1-844-9-LITTLE. That's 1-844-9-LITTLE, or go online to little, the letter N, sons.com. That's littleNsons.com.
The Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Banning is distinctively suited for your travel time out of the car. Off the road, you'll find a courteous, welcoming staff in spacious rooms with desks, flat-screen HD TVs, and comfortable furnishings. Enjoy the complimentary breakfast buffet, high-speed internet, and fitness center and pool. The Holiday Inn Express and Suites in Banning, conveniently located off the I-10 near golf, gaming, and entertainment. For reservations and information, call 951-572-5500. That's 951-572-5500, or go online at hiebanning.com.
Do you owe $10,000 or more to the IRS or state? Did you miss sending out a prior year tax return? The IRS is out to collect now more than ever, and they'll use any means necessary. They legally can and will garnish your wages, take your money, and even seize your property. If you're behind on your taxes, call the Tax Relief Hotline right now at 951-224-9000. That's 951-224-9000. 951-224-9000. You can legally get your tax debt under control, and in many cases get the breathing room you need. Garnished wages, property seizures, bank levies can stop immediately, but you have to call. Many of our specialists are IRS enrolled agents. They know the system and how to make it work for you. Don't wait for the IRS to come down on you. Act now so you can get your tax debt under control. Call the Riverside office today for free info at 951-224-9000. That's 951-224-9000. 951-224-9000.
That's right. It's the morning show here on ABC News Radio, KMET, 1490 AM. We appreciate each and every one of you for spending time with us. Okay, so evidently there's a winner. It's $1 billion. They're already like descending on the store. I'm not sure what store it is. It's in LA. It says, oh, here it is. The owner of a mini market in downtown LA. His name, Navar Herrera. Okay, that's the thing. And that's actually good for stores when you think about it, because they make a percentage of the winning ticket. So he's happy. He's happy. I don't know, what I always have that question, right? And usually they come forward, especially when it's that big. But what if it went missing, Jess? What if the ticket went missing?
Like if you lose the ticket?
Yeah.
Then you're out of luck.
You're out. You're out. There's a way to prove it, technically, because they have cameras. But, and I know there's some questions about that, because sometimes, or they give, or they put it, somewhere, and they go, oh, and then they, they just, they don't check. They think, I'm probably not going to win, whatever. So that person, guaranteed, wow, right? So that's that. And then here's another thing for the rest of you going, well, I'm not that person. But it says 3 Powerball tickets worth over $400,000 sold in LA County. How cool is that? So there's going to be a lot of winners, Jess.
Right. That is awesome. The first thing I would do, though, if you were to win that, like the millions or billions or whatever.
Yeah.
Get a lawyer. Get a tax accountant. Get some private security.
Yeah.
And get as many things as you can to protect yourself. That's all I got to say. I mean, it sounds stupid, but mainly it's you're protecting yourself from people who want your money.
Yeah.
From crazy family that you've never met that think that you owe them.
Yeah.
And if you just look for lottery winner horror stories, they have family killing other family members to try and get this money, and it's crazy.
It's true. Yeah. You got to kind of see it coming, huh? So.
Yeah, you really do. But then it's also, don't be buying $10 million homes and 8 cars in one day. That's just dumb.
Yeah, exactly. So, there you go. But that's the latest. So, yeah. So you're kind of giving me something to kind of go, I wonder. Because I understood that there was something. I'm trying to find it. It was a story. I didn't even know it was a thing. And I got to be careful how I say it. I got to be careful. I really want to find it. That way I go, oh, there it is. I don't remember the graphic. Anyway, I follow a lot of stuff on Instagram. And on it, and maybe you heard of this. I don't know if you did. And I didn't understand the story. All I understood was someone was kind of being locked up because someone died of an injection to make something, a little bigger than normal. I think ladies would understand that. You know what I mean, Jess?
Oh my God, my mind is reeling like 1,000 things a minute. I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's some kind of failed surgery.
Maybe I took a picture of it.
Oh.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of like, huh, and then I thought, man, and then I thought I didn't know they could do that, and then now I'm searching and I go, oh, there's a lot of like, I guess you can. So I'd say people be careful if you get something where, like, let's say your woman says, oh, I want that, you know what I mean, just like, I'm not happy with, but then you go, I may die, just,
No, I'm clueless.
I don't know how to say it.
Just move your mouth and the words will come out.
It's very difficult. Difficult. Yeah.
I'm worried now. Great.
Okay, they call it the pea shot.
Now I'm really worried. I have no idea.
But imagine dying from it? Yeah, I think that's the easiest way to say it without getting, like, I cannot get in trouble for that. There you go. Okay, so they call it the pea shot. It's a shot. That's what I'm going to say. I cannot say anything else. But evidently, someone died from it. And now I don't know if they're getting, like, yeah, I just don't know, Jess.
Okay, so I just Googled that, and I wish I did not Google that.
Yeah.
Just be happy with what life gives you. That's all I got to say.
Oh, here it is. Found it. Yes. Okay, here's the story. Because one of those things, if you watch on Instagram, just, I'm telling you, I never even knew this existed. Now, there's some that go, yeah, obviously. And I go, got it. But then you kind of wonder, about the woman in your life. Like, wow, really? So here is, be careful how, because, people get really like, what? How dare you? It says a man dies after lover botched the injection to enlarge. You know what I mean, Jess? Because she wanted to be happy, in essence.
Yeah, so
with
I
life.
I
In
actually
essence.
forget what you're talking about. So apparently there's a new trend or whatever, and it's kind of like breast augmentation.
Yep.
But with men down below.
Best way to say it.
I was not aware this was a thing.
Who knew?
I am horrified in so many ways.
Who knew?
Just be happy with yourself. That's all I got to say.
Who knew? Okay, so here it is. Although I know some men are like, it could be a thing. I don't know. Maybe it's something that I need to focus on. Maybe my woman needs to be happy. I get it. Some women are very, you're not my ex. And you go, thanks a lot. Didn't want to know that. You ever think that, about exes, and you go, what was it about them? You go, it wasn't that. And then you go, was it that? They go, well,
No. That thought never came in my mind.
I think I'm the only one. All right.
I think you traumatized me this morning. I was not even aware this was a thing.
It's a thing. But you can die from it. Why would you want to do that? So I have a question on this, okay? And I okay. So it says a man has died from and it says surgery to enlarge. Women, you get it. Come on. You know what I'm talking about. He said it down below. Best way to say it. Enlarge. It's now resulted in criminal charges against the one who did it. Who happens to be, I think, because according to the headline, it says, man dies after lover botched the injection to enlarge.
Did she do the injection, or did a medical doctor do the injection? That's just making it a whole lot worse now. Why do you
if you would have seen your face. Well, I think you need to understand this, Jess. If someone ever says, hey, I want that, and I'm going to go in and do it, you go, no, I don't want that. Well, you need, I know it's a thing. So you're right. It's going around evidently. Who knew? And they go, it's just Botox. Who knew Botox could kill you that way, Jess? Who knew?
You know what? I didn't realize. To be honest, I don't know what Botox was when I first heard it. I was like, okay. And then later,
organ failure.
I learned what it is, and that like there are some people whose face is just like literally frozen, like, and
He
it's
had
just
organ failure. They
oh he had
want it frozen. You know what I mean? There you go. They want it again. I go, no, that's it. All right, look. He's 32. He's dead. Dead. The other one, 46. Injected to enlarge. Yep, admitted to injecting after the 2 minute. Oh, that's a whole other level. This isn't even a woman, Jess. They're men.
okay. Hold on, wait.
This is a real report, people. This is real. I didn't read this.
Torben
K admitted to injecting Martin M. They don't want that out there. After they met on a dating website and acknowledged he injected him. And there you go.
Yeah.
But according to this, he's not a licensed medical practitioner, and he injected. Did he do this to others? I got a question on this, Jess. Now the women are like, "Oh, I want to know what that is," right?
Don't come at me with the needle. I will fight back. No, this is just like those home Botox things that went out like years ago. Do you remember that?
Look, let me read this, and then you can comment, okay? Torben K. injected himself with silicone before and ordered the oil, they know it's a thing, which is intended for cleaning surfaces from the U.S. Oh, that's why I went to his. Oh, that's he did a mixture of something. He saw something on the internet. My mother, she said something like, "Oh, I saw it." I go, "Mom, you gotta be careful of that. Just because they put it out there doesn't mean So there you go. All right. Torben K. claimed that Martin M. was jealous of his. Oh, he did it himself. I got it. Oh, why would he be jealous? That makes no sense if they're together. The defendant has admitted to injecting several people for a price of only a couple $100, Jess. For a couple $100, you can have an injection. Now women want they're going, how big is that? How dare you ask? You should be happy. Spokesperson for the clinic where Martin died says, "We have discussed internally and decided not to comment on this case at this time while the proceedings are ongoing. We ask for your understanding." There's no understanding. There's no understanding. Torben K. is now facing charges of committing dangerous bodily harm resulting in death in violation of the Alternative Medical Practitioners Act. There's an Alternative Medical Practitioners Act? What happened to the one that's real? Alternative. Oh, alternative medicine. I get it. All right. So there you go. That's the answer. Oh, and according to this, in some places, Jess, there are certain places that are kind of the big thing to get it. Oh, that's it. Now I know. I go, that's altered. They go, what? That's altered. So it's called Germany. Did you know that, Jess? Germans are injecting, just so you know. So if your woman is like, I like a German man, is it natural or is it injection? Because they may die. Just so you know. So if you want to go with a man, go ahead. I'm all right with that. But he may die because it's a mixture. Don't do it. So there you go. That's the story. That's the story. Okay? That's the story. It could create problems for you long term because it ends up killing your organs and poison your blood. That's the answer, Jess. That's the answer. So don't get it. Oh, look at this one. Here's another claim.
Oh my God.
What? There's another claim that COVID made somebody's shrink. I'm gonna click on that, Jess. I got questions on this.
Hey, what? I don't want to know.
It's a related article. Don't get COVID. I keep telling people, don't do this. Man, you should see the face of this. An anonymous man. Yeah, here it is. An anonymous man in his 30s who had to be hospitalized. I almost want to bring this up. This picture is hilarious. Okay, where that show? I know. So gets it again, I guarantee it. Okay, so look, Jess, question. Did you know that could be a thing, Jess?
I was not aware that was a thing. I mean, I knew, well, not specifically that part. There was, I don't follow, but I've seen like these bodybuilders where they inject themselves with like this weird chemical, and it makes them like bulk up, but the muscles look weird and oddly shaped.
Okay.
So it's not the first time that people have been injecting themselves.
Oh,
with
you're right. Like steroids, like super steroids,
something
stuff.
like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not the first time that they've been injecting themselves with unusual things, but that's the first time I've ever heard of that region. So, yeah, I'm traumatized now.
Yeah, I can't use this graphic. It's something else. Something else. Well, I'm going to use it anyway because I see it here. This is the graphic. I'm not going to show but this is the image. I don't know how to look at it. It says anonymous man in his 30s who had to be hospitalized after contracting COVID last July now claims that the disease left him with less of what his, partner wants. That's probably the best way to say it, right, Jess? Are you okay? Are you having problems?
I don't think of something funny. I think you broke me for a minute.
I think you're broken.
Excuse for anything. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, it says a man in his 30s who had to be hospitalized after with COVID. They're blaming COVID on everything. I'm telling you. Says that the disease left him with a less of what he had.
Well, Dan, I think you're right.
Less of what he had, Jeff.
The nature of this
So what do you think about that?
is just going to keep changing.
Unless he
and
took
have new
pictures and
variants. Those
measured it,
variants are
I
gonna,
don't really know
be
how
important in
you
that they're
would
gonna gain
lose such a
transmission
thing.
advantage.
Yeah.
I think on your own, on one of the shows on Fox.
Yeah,
about
I don't
4 or
know.
5 months ago, I said
The fact that he came out anonymous was the best way. If you reveal your name, you're done.
Yeah, I get that. Sorry, my computer's acted up with that. It acts up at the weirdest times. It says here. All right. It says here when he got out of the hospital. This is his quote. Okay. When I get out of the hospital, I had some dysfunction. Wait, hold on. Let me pause. This guy's talking over me. He says when I got out of the hospital, I had some erectile dysfunction issues. Stop talking seriously. This computer's just like, I want to talk.
It's just the nature of this virus. It's going to continue to evolve.
All right. That graphic meant for something. Okay, got it. It says when I got out of the hospital, I had some. Oh, now my computer saying no. I'm telling you, AI is alive. It doesn't want the story told because I guarantee people are having problems. Okay, it says here when I got out of the hospital, I had some erectile dysfunction issues. That's something we actually have ads of that. That's true. It says those gradually got better with some medical attention, but I seem to be left with a lasting problem. And then I'm not going to say the word. I know you could say it, but I have a problem saying it. Basically, that shrunk down there. You know what I mean? I know I'm that guy. And he did it on a podcast. He said it. He wrote a letter to a podcast called How to Do It. Or How Not To. Before I got sick, I was above average, not huge, but definitely bigger than normal. Women are like, okay, I can work with that. Now, he says, I've lost about 1.5 inches. Oh. Some people do that. I had one woman say, how big? And I go, what? How big? All right, let me see. Oh, I'm that big. Okay, I can work with that. You're kidding me. People ask that, Jess. I know we're that show.
My question to response to that would be would be like the most unusual questions. Would be like, okay, how tall are you? What's your weight? What does that matter?
When a woman asks you and she's hot, you say, okay, got it. He's got a lady, that's why. So he doesn't ask that. She doesn't ask that. Thank God. She doesn't ask that, right, Jess? Okay, I'm going to keep that. Don't even say. Okay. It says, so the guy says, before I got sick, I was above average, not huge, but definitely bigger than normal. Now I've lost about 1.5 inches and become decidedly less than average. Dr. Ashley Winter, a urologist in Oregon, confirmed to the, it was a broadcast, that COVID, I don't know what this is. COVID, they block it out. It's like a real thing. Multiple studies have linked COVID to... I didn't know this. Another reason not to get it, even a little. Multiple studies have linked COVID to erectile dysfunction and other reproductive health issues. Oh, that makes sense, actually. That does make sense. I knew something was going to happen with pregnancies. I knew that, but I didn't know this. This is a study in Italy. That's actually good, because Italy, man, they say are well built. Is that Italy or is that the other? Well, that's which one's the stallion, Jess? That's Italy, right?
I'm a man. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Stallone. Yeah, that's what I was like, you know?
Okay.
Built like a stallion. That's what they mean. You didn't know that, Jess?
I did not know that.
If your woman ever says that, you go, whatever. An Italian study found that 20% of men who what? It's a thing. We had the other article. The other article was, do you want to enlarge? The answer is no, because you may get poisoning, especially if the person's not a practitioner. But imagine the people that get it anyway. I'm thinking, I don't know if I want that. I didn't know you could do that. Sorry, I'm stuck on that. Okay, what? Some women are very, on that. They are. Some say, don't go with that woman, but I go, that's the majority, y'all. All right, it says, an Italian study found that 20% of men who contracted COVID experienced issues with erectile dysfunction. Do the women know that in their life? Or the men, sorry. While only 9.33% of men who hadn't actually experienced the same issue. Okay, so it went up. Well, that's a big jump. That's 20%. Wow. Researchers at the University of Miami, see? You guys, you got to wait till the whole. There you go. Researchers at the University of Miami found that the widespread blood vessel dysfunction, or endothelial, I'm probably going to lie about this, dysfunction results from the COVID infection could contribute to erectile dysfunction. In the pilot study, they said, we found that men who did not complain of erectile dysfunction developed pretty severe dysfunction after the onset of COVID infection, according to Dr. Ranjith Ramasamy. I'm not going to lie, I thought this was a fake story. Here it is. Associate Professor and Director of the University of Miami's Reproductive Urology Program, that's what they said about it. A group of doctors, the Urologists United for Vaccination Education, put out there's a PSA on this. How do they do that? I know. It's one of those things. They go, what? It's very, In October, encouraging men to get vaccinated, saying that men who have had COVID are 6 times more likely to experience erectile dysfunction. Did you know that, Jess?
I did not know that, but if you tell that to the public, that's how you get a bunch of men to vaccinate themselves, because they'd be scared.
They're like, yeah. Or all those commercials. I don't know what those commercials are. They go to treat erectile dysfunction. That's what it is. Women are like, huh? Studies have shown that COVID can affect the blood vessels of the down there, because we don't want to say that word, in a similar way that it affects the blood vessels of the lungs, preventing them from providing enough blood to where to cause what, and basically your partner's happy. We'll say that. Okay, the woman or the man in your life. There you go. There's the answer. I got to be very careful how it says. It says for men who have already had COVID and are experiencing, they suggest using medicine like, can I say this in the same thing? Do people get upset? There's Cialis, and then there's the other one. The other one, I don't know. Speaking of the other one, did you see the story about Vergara? Somebody said she's like the Viagra for men. Did you see that, Jess? She's single. Did you see that?
I did not see that.
Yeah, she's single. Sofia Vergara. She's single. So there you go. He's like, who? What? We were just talking about it. Sofia Vergara and Joe are no longer a thing. I got questions on that. I think. Do we follow her? Do we say, hey, what's up? Is she gonna? I think she's gonna have a man within a week, Jess. I guarantee it.
I can probably guarantee that she's probably got like a dozen dudes lined up, be like, oh, take me.
Yeah, there's a woman. I kept saying, no, her name is Vergara. She goes, no, it's Viagra. I go, but I didn't get it. I didn't get her joke. You get it, Jess?
I get it.
You get it?
Yeah, she's pretty.
That's what a woman. So, and she was on a commercial with her. She goes, she's very nice, but I call her Viagra. Not for. Hey, I'm sure she laughed. Anyway, that's. We know a lot of people. You never know who knows who. Anyway, so there you go. All right, we got to take a break. We'll be back with more. Just be careful. Who knew COVID could cause that?
The Fat Greek in Yucaipa, where you can get authentic, delicious, true Greek food. Authentic gyros, Greek salads, pitas, falafel, hamburgers, burritos, and oh yes, baklava. The Fat Greek has a large selection of wines, ice-cold domestic, and imported Greek beers. Come on down to the Fat Greek located on Yucaipa Boulevard in the city of Yucaipa. Open 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. 7 days a week. The Fat Greek has delivery, drive-through, sit-down, and a catering service. So bring in a family or give Nicholas and Christopher a call at 909-797-6018. Eat Greek, live long. Remember, if you want authentic Greek food, it's the Fat Greek in Yucaipa.
Don't let insurance companies make decisions for you. Go to Pass Auto Center in Banning, your one-stop repair facility with full collision repair, auto maintenance, service, and an authorized smog center. You'll also find a full-service used car lot to fit every budget with the right vehicle for you. Trade-ins are accepted and they pay cash for your car. Pass Auto Center at 2609 West Ramsey in Banning, just off the I-10 freeway between Sunset and 22nd. Call 951-849-7878.
Join Yvette Walker every Tuesday at 4 o'clock p.m. on KMET ABC News Radio, 1490 AM, FM 98.1, and Internet KMET TV for the Southern California Business Report. The show is dedicated to highlighting successful businesses and the individuals behind them. Yvette interviews the incredible people managing these enterprises that range from awe-inspiring sole proprietors to world-renowned organizations. The Southern California Business Report, Tuesdays at 4 o'clock p.m.
Get up to the minute forecast and temperatures for Beaumont, Banning, Redlands, Palm Springs, your community, national or international cities, on KMET's website, KMET1490am.com. The station now features AccuWeather. AccuWeather offers weekend and extended forecasts, along with the latest radar map and current conditions. AccuWeather on KMET1490am.com. Logged in every morning for your daily forecast.
Mattress Brothers Overstock Mattress Sale. Just $3.99 for a foam-encased queen pillow top set. $3.99. Check out Mattress Brothers $3.99 Overstock Sale. Mattress Brothers at 120 West Redlands Boulevard in Redlands. The $3.99 Overstock Sale is on now. $3.99 for a foam-encased queen pillow top set. Mattress Brothers also has locations in Hemet, Riverside, and Palm Desert. The $3.99 queen pillow top sale on now.
You're running out of letterhead. What do? Lithopass Printing. You need business cards. Now what? Lithopass Printing. Invitations to a wedding? Lithopass Printing in Banning is the answer. Lithopass Printing can provide banners, signs, and blueprints. Think of Lithopass Printing in Banning for quality graduation, birthday party, and baby shower invitations. Lithopass Printing also provides lamination, faxing, and photo prints. If you need it inked, make it Lithopass Printing. Lithopass Printing in Banning.
That's right. It's Morning Show here on ABC News Radio, KMET 1490 AM. We got a lot of things to talk about, but we are out of time. Make it a great day, whatever you do. Remember, life is worth living. Live it well. Bye-bye, everyone.